Number one, housing development program. It's number one and the best. Housing development program. Number one, housing development program. In Nigeria, housing development program. In Africa, housing development program. And the globe.
It is time to discuss housing and all that concerns it. Are you interested in renting or selling your property, buying a property or investing? Then this program is for you. Housing Development is a weekly TV show that covers the property market, be it rental, properties for sale, mortgage, interior decor. We've got all the information. Stay tuned with your housing diva, Flora, and let's discuss affordable housing. Welcome back. Alright, let's move on. To ensure that the federal civil servants have their own houses, to encourage them to work effectively, the federal government Staff Housing Loans Board was established to meet this need. How well have the board been able to meet its core mandate? Watch this report.
The federal government over the years has sought to tackle the issue of the provision of better welfare services for Nigerian workers so as to help ameliorate their sufferings, particularly in the area of provision of decent and affordable accommodation. For that reason, the federal government Staff Housing Board was established to administer housing loan scheme for federal public officers. Decree number 6 of 1974 Now Act that established the board charged it with 4 core mandates: providing loan facilities for public servants to build a residential house in Nigeria, purchase a parcel of land in Nigeria in which such residential house is to be built, purchase a residential house in Nigeria for use of the applicant or his family, and improving or extending a residential house owned by the applicant and to which he has a valid and good title acceptable to the board. The federal government Staff Housing Loans Board, under the supervision of the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, has lived up to its mandate by providing soft loans to the public servant.
For quite some times, the board has been involved in ensuring that federal public servants obtain loans from us so that they can own their own homes. You will recall under Obasanjo regime, houses were sold to federal public servants, and they had the challenge of getting funds to pay for such houses. And even when they had funds to pay for such houses, it also became a bigger problem, because after the loan was deducted from their salary, they had nothing to take home. So they were bedeviled with the issue of feeding their own family. So when that happened, at the management level, we quickly put up a case to the governing board of the Federal Government Staff Housing Loans Board to see how we can exit staff from the loans being given to them on commercial basis. And to the glory of God, we were able to procure all these loans from, say, like ASO Savings, the commercial banks that were running mortgage services. Today they are very happy because our loans had no hidden charges, and our interest rate was very, very negligible because the board is run as a welfare scheme of the federal government of Nigeria to provide houses for public servants. You know, when a civil servant gets a house, he is already a motivated worker, and he should be able, or she should be able, to contribute their own quota maximally to the running of government.
The federal government staff housing loan has done tremendously well in its working relationship with the armed forces, paramilitary, police, judiciary, staff of National Assembly and civil servants.
From the record available, even prior to my assumption as the board member, the success recorded so far is so tremendous. In fact, with the advent of the present Inspector General of Police, who really encourages the police to really partake in benefiting from the scheme. And so far, with the participation and motivating skill of the present Executive Secretary, Hajia, the police have really benefited a lot in the scheme, including other paramilitary organizations. You know, most of the beneficiaries who have access to our offices and who were able to get to know about the benefit of the scheme do come to the office directly as individuals, sometimes as a group, to come and pursue one or two things. They fill their forms as individuals and they come along and they benefit. And most of them serve as the same people that invite others to come and benefit because of what really they have enjoyed from the scheme.
The two bodies have been collaborating very well right from inception. Personnel of Nigerian Army have been drawing loans from the federal government staff housing loan board.
I was from head of service before posted to loans board. When I got here 2009, on 2010 I applied for the loan, which I benefited from it, and I used it to build a house at my way. I was able to count on something and to touch something for my children, for my family. So I really appreciate our Executive Secretary for what he has been doing for us.
The Federal Government Staff Housing Loans Board has helped over 30,000 workers to access loans to own houses through its revolving scheme.
We are really working, and to the glory of God, the present head of the civil service of the Federation is very, very committed in ensuring that majority of public servants own their own homes.
The Managing Director of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Architect Ahmed Dangewa, whose vision is to reposition the bank as a foremost Apex mortgage bank in the country and provide affordable housing financing for contributors, had a chit-chat with our reporter, and he promised that the bank would do more in the area of financing of houses which NHF contributors can access. Take a listen.
Nigerians should expect more. With the current legislation going on in the National Assembly, I'm sure there will be a favorable response from the National Assembly, both from the both two chambers, to which with that there will be an increase in the NHF contributions. There will be an increase in the amount of funds that Federal Mortgage Bank will access, and that will invariably translate into the more houses will be developed through our product of cooperative housing loan scheme and other products, and the rent-to-own products, and creation of more mortgages, NHF mortgage loans, to which we are going to dole out to Nigerians this year. We are hopeful that once our budget is approved, things will get better and Nigerians will be good for it.
My name is Amal Pepple, a former Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development with so much interest in housing. I want to encourage you to keep watching Housing Development Program on AIT.
When insects and termites draw a battle line with wood in your hood, there is one preservative with proven seal of quality, and that's Solignum. Every wood is invulnerable to bugs, insects, white ant, termites, and reptiles, cause Solignum will kill and destroy them all instantly. One easy application of Solignum in any weather penetrates and bonds with wood forever. Solignum is approved by NAFDAC, endorsed by the Nigerian Institute of Building.
There you have it, Architect Ahmed Dangewa, the Managing Director of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. The Karamo District Market in Abuja, developed by Ra Homes Limited, is still selling, and construction work is in progress at the site as they have a mandate to complete and deliver before the end of 2018. You can get an office space or shop to display your goods and services at the Karamo District Market. Here's a quick one from Ra Homes, the developers of Karamo District Market.
We've been working consistently. We started this site last year, or late August last year, mobilized the site, and we've not stopped work for a day. We're having a target to meet with our program of work, and we are still planning to meet it. Definitely, we are looking at last quarter of next year to be up for market to be fully operational, as in ready for operations. So then, what we are doing now is all the foundations has been done. We are working on the first floor slab now. I know this is a market, we are using bricks. So it means that we are not doing so much of it. It means that immediately after I finish the first floor slab, what you'll be seeing is the wall, the roofing, the windows, and the doors, and the external work. Like our program, external work is starting by January next year. The drainages, our road network, and co. will be starting next year. So it means that we are still looking at that our target. It means that what we are doing now, everything has to go on at the same time now. But no problem. I think we are almost at 40% now. Completion. So by the time we're having a year more, which is January to December, we are very hopeful, and we are working towards our programs. Everything will be done. The message I have is this: now, the earlier the better. Now, for our subscribers that have subscribed already, I think they are very lucky to subscribe very early. Now, it means that the more we progress, there are some economic factors, they cause the pricing. So it means that those that are not subscribed now, they might need to pay extra. So the earlier the better they subscribe now, because we have a target and we are meeting it. As you can see from your previous experience, you see that there's a constant progress on the site. So it means that there's no how you can do it. Normally, as the work is going on, when there's great time, demand will be so high, and the higher the demand, the cost. So we advise people now: either you subscribe, we want to buy more. We have shown that we can deliver on this work with our quality, the way we organize the sites, and the speed. So it's better they key in as fast as possible. To those that have keyed in, I will advise them to do more. Because there are some shows that are growing. There are some shows that are going very fast. So I think the earlier the better, before they would lose us on some. So the better they key in. But we can assure them we are going to deliver well, on time, with the quality that is required. And they can always come around to site to check out any time of the day. We are very flexible in terms of everything, the payment plans. Although we have some policies, but if the merit is there, then we can. So people can always come to meet us either in the office on site to discuss their payment plans. If it fits into our strategy and our plans, then we can still go ahead with them.
The program is Housing Development, the only TV program that gives you the best information on housing in Nigeria. Rocky Diamond Resources Limited, an organization specializing in conducting research, survey and rating for both public and private institutions in Nigeria, have carried out research activities on Abuja International Housing Show. The MD of Rocky Diamond submitted a report to the Managing Director of Abuja International Housing Show. Take a look.
We are in your office, the owners of the brand Abuja International Show, Housing Show, to present an independent research and survey carried out on your 11th International Housing Show. This research is done without emotion, but to assist the organizers and owners of the brand how to build, consolidate, and sustain Abuja International Housing Show in the years to come. We went out, dropped questionnaire, went to the participants, booth by booth, individuals, organization, talked to them, give them questionnaires, they answer and went back, put it together, analyze it, and this is what will come out as a report. We are not adding anything. What you find here today is what the feelings of the people are. And because we are targeting such people, this report will be very, very helpful to you in your subsequent planning.
We promise you that this organization will look into this critically. We'll present this to our board to look into it. And we assure you that with the coming 12th Abuja Housing Show in July 2018, you will see the impact of this report. Again, we are very grateful.
My name is Engineer Kashim Abdul Ali, President, Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria. I totally endorse the program Housing Development in Nigeria. It's a program anybody who loves this country should watch, whether you are in the built environment industry or not. It's something that whoever is in Nigeria will benefit from.
Is a countdown to the 12th Abuja International Housing Show 2018 on July 16 to 19 at the International Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. Abuja International Housing Show will welcome a delegation of ministers, governors, state commissioners, business executives, CEOs of real estate companies, mortgage banks, and global investors to facilitate deal-making, co-investment, strategic partnership, business networking, and selling deals all on the one roof. You have an opportunity to exhibit your products and services on the floor of the venue. Now, why exhibit at the 12th Abuja International Housing Show? You have an opportunity to increase your brand awareness, position your company's product and services in front of over 15,000 attendees from 10 different countries. Connect with over 10,000 participants, position your company's products and services in front of key stakeholders, and much more. For registration, visit www.abujainternationalhousingshow.com or call 081 665 70090.
Are you ready for the most anticipated event in the housing and construction industry? Over 5,000 visitors, 400 exhibitors, 10 countries, and 30 international speakers are expected at the Abuja Housing Show. Are you into building or construction materials, affordable housing solutions, estate development, housing finance, smart housing solutions, construction equipment, or home decor? Then the Abuja Housing Show is where you need to be. Come and showcase your products or services. Meet the industry experts. Get international media coverage, make instant sales, and attend guest lectures with the theme happening on the floor of the International Conference Center. To register for Africa's biggest housing and construction fair, visit housingnews.com.ng or call 081 66 57 0090 today.
My name is Engineer Makeze Orefam, former President, Nigerian Society of Engineers. I endorse housing development program on AIT. It's a must-watch for everyone who wants to have a house. If you want to have a house, you need those informations. Please watch housing development every Wednesday on AIT at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Urban Shelter Limited is up next. Stay tuned.
Over the past 30 years, Urban Shelter has spent tremendous amount of resources in defining and developing technologies that would allow us to house Nigerians, basically at a very affordable price. I'm glad to say that Urban Shelter, as of today, is one of the leading organizations in providing housing, affordable housing for Nigerians. The Brick City project, located in Kubwa, Abuja, is a fair example that shows you where Urban Shelter has housed over 1,200 families with price range in the range of 5 million naira. I believe as of today, we are one of the most important companies, or one of the largest companies that had attained that level of satisfaction. In doing so, Urban Shelter has contributed to a large extent to all the programs that the federal government has initiated in providing housing for all. We are participant in the FISH program. We also contributed into the Land Swap Act of the FCT. We are owner and developer of the two major factories of clay brick, the red brick, in Nigeria. So what that does, it allows us to control the cost implication that comes into developing a house. Once you control the cost, you can control the deliverables. I'm glad to say that that product is manufactured and provided in Nigeria. It's not imported. It allows us to control the cost of it. We also use Nigerians to develop and build these houses. So I think those elements put together allow us to provide those houses at a very low price. That, to an extent, I believe, would contribute drastically in reducing our housing deficit. Urban Shelter Limited has been working in the past year to develop a flexible payment plan that would allow its clients to key in easily. We have analyzed and reviewed the tremendous issues and challenges associated with the mortgage in Nigeria, and we thought that defining a flexible way for people to own a house is the way forward. In doing so, Urban Shelter developed the Stay and Pay program that allows you to move into your house and continue paying while you live into the house. So we thought that that could not only allow you to pay your house while living in it, but will also allow you to stay away from paying rent while you're trying to acquire a house. The Stay and Pay also, depending on the projects, gives you a flexibility to pay over 5, 6, 7, or even 10 years. We thought that it could be a tremendous instrument that would allow people to acquire more and to really afford more in the premise of getting a house.
Urban Shelter Limited is the foremost real estate company with its head office in Abuja, and they currently have for sale luxury apartments in Abuja. Call the numbers on your screen to get in touch with Urban Shelter Limited. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to download the Abuja International Housing Show app from Google Play Store. Search for the word Abuja International Housing Show and click on the download button. I'll see you soon. God bless our dear country, Nigeria. I am your housing diva, Flora Annie.